Jesus said, "You're the salt and light on this earth." How can we be salt and light on this earth? We need to follow some Christian duties in order to be a witness for Him. First Christian duty we need to do is found in Proverbs 4:23, which says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." So, firstly, we need to keep the heart. Guard with all vigilance, because out of it flows springs of life. Again in Proverbs we read, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." And 1 Samuel 16 we read, "Lord looketh at heart, not outward appearance." So heart is very important for the Lord. In Matthew 12 Jesus said, "Out of the fullness of the heart the mouth speaks." In Jeremiah 17 we read, "The heart is more wicked than anything else." In Mark 7 Jesus again says, "Within man's heart comes evil thoughts." So we need to guard our heart at any cost, or else evil things will enter in and make us unclean. In Psalms 119 we read, "I have hidden your word in my heart so that I will not sin against you." That is the best remedy to keep our heart clean. That is, to keep God's word in our heart so that we will not sin against the Lord. And second important duty we need to do as a Christian is we need to guard our ears. Mark 4 we read, Jesus said, "Guard your ears. Watch what you are listening." We need to be careful what we hear. We cannot hear anything and everything. When you give importance to what you hear, that is the truth, by giving careful thought, studying and understanding the word, the returns will be goodness and knowledge. It produces good character in us. In Matthew 13, Jesus told a beautiful parable about sower and the seed. Here he says, "Their ears were dull." And again in Mark 8 it says, "Having ears they don't hear." What does it mean? When we hear the word and not give proper attention, then we become unfruitful. But when we hear and understand, we will bear much fruits. Jesus said, "Apart from me, you cannot do anything." So tune your ears only to necessary things and don't overhear. Third important duty we need to be doing as a Christian is we need to watch our tongue. James 3 talks about this. The whole chapter, when you have time, you can refer this chapter. You can read and meditate where it talks about how to control the tongue. So here it says we need to watch our tongue. Controlling tongue is very, very difficult. You can control all other areas in our body. You can also control other big things like sheep and wild animals. But when it comes to controlling our tongue, it's very, very difficult. But with God's help, definitely we can control our tongue. In Proverbs 12, it says, "Reckless words pierces like a sword." Again in Proverbs 21, we read, "Guard your tongue and keep your soul from calamity." Do you want to see many good days? Then keep your tongue from evil, says Psalm 34, 12 and 13. Again, Proverb advises us that we should not love sin. When we love quarrel, then we love sin, which God doesn't approve. Again, Proverbs 15, it says, "The wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but a deceitful tongue crushes the spirit." What kind of tongue do we possess? Let us follow these rules when we use our tongue. TNK rules. Let us talk true words, necessary words, and kind words. And finally, we need to guide the feet. In Hebrews chapter 12, Hebrews 12 we read 12 and 13. "Therefore strengthen your feeble arms and weak knees, make level paths for your feet, so that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed." It talks about leading our way in a straight path. Proverbs 4 advises, "Remove every moral hindrance." Guard your feet. When you guard your feet, you guard your life. We need to make the path level, which means we need to make the crooked path straight. It's a call for upright conduct that will help rather than It's a call for upright conduct that will help our spiritual growth rather than hinder the spiritual welfare of others, especially the lame who waver in Christian faith. In Ezekiel 38, we read, God says, "Be prepared." In Matthew 18, Jesus warns, "Woe to evildoers who causes others to sin." In the name of joke, we see nowadays, we make people to fall. We are hindering their faith. Jesus says, "Woe unto you." He says a strict punishment will be given to those who hinder others' faith. He says it's better for him to be hanged with a millstone and drowned in a sea. We need to give an account for every careless word we have spoken. How long can we play with God and test his patience? People are looking at us to follow in their lives. Can we say, as Paul said, "Follow me as I follow Christ"? May God help us to walk in his ways. God bless you.
For feedbacks, please write to us to info@fibaonline.org or WhatsApp us to 916364252164.